This is example 3 for dividing integers. In this problem here, we see that there are variables and they're asking us to evaluate this expression when x equals 8 and y equals -4. So I immediately see some exponents, I see subtraction, I see division, so I know order of operations is going to come into play. So I'm just going to write off to the side the thing that I dislike the most, but I know you guys all like, which is PEMDAS, but notice I wrote it a little different. So first things first is before you start solving anything is to input the values, substitute them in. So I have 10 minus x squared, and x is 8. So 8 squared, or raised to the second power, divided by y, which we now know is -4. Okay, so in order of operations, I take care of parentheses. First, this is not parentheses, that's just grouping the negative with the 4. So I go to exponents, and I have 8 squared. And we learned in our last section that there are no parentheses around this, so it's just the just the 8 being squared, not the negative. So the 10 minus stays, 8 squared is 64. Bring down your divided by -4. So I took care of exponents. Now I do multiplication and division from left to right. So here's some division. So the 10 minus gets brought down, and 64 divided by -4. If I wasn't sure with my calculator, I'd do 64 divided by 4, but I know that it is 16. And then a positive divided by a negative is a -16. Now I have subtraction, and I'm down to my last step. And I learned a couple sections before that anytime we have subtraction, we keep change. So my 10 stays the same. My minus sign becomes a plus, and I change the sign of that next number. My negative becomes a positive. And now we just simply have a subtraction, or excuse me, an addition problem of 10 plus 16, which is 26. Lots of steps on this problem.